Last week I had a chance to visit Joshua Tree National Park, which is located about 2.5 hours from Los Angeles, where I live. The Joshua Tree National Park, as you can see on this map, is huge. In fact, it's bigger than the smallest U.S. state, which is Rhode Island. And you can see how big it is compared to the city of Los Angeles. Joshua Tree National Park became a national park in 1994, although it's been owned by the federal government since the 1930s. You may have heard of Joshua Tree from the album by the Irish rock group U2. I'm not as famous as U2 or as rich, but I did have a chance to visit. I'm going to show you a couple of videos that I made when I was there, and then a few more photos to give you an idea about what it looks like and feels like in this amazing place. Let's start with the first video. I'm here in Joshua Tree National Park, about 2.5 hours from Los Angeles, where I live. This is one of the most beautiful national parks in California, in my opinion. You can see behind me all of the rock formations and Joshua trees, which is the name, of course, of the park. Those are the actual Joshua trees. And as we look around, we can see what looks almost like the moon or some other planet because of the rock formations that were made by the wind here. I'm standing now in front of an actual Joshua tree. This tree grows wild here in the Mojave Desert. The Mojave Desert is where Joshua Tree National Park is located. And this is an amazing tree. There are thousands and thousands of these within a couple of miles of here. So quite an impressive sight. What you're seeing now is the view of the area around Joshua Tree National Park from an area in the park called Keys View. It's one of the highest points in Joshua Tree, and you can see all of the beautiful mountains that surround Joshua Tree. Here I am in my very cool sunglasses, standing in front of a large hill, a large set of rocks that you can see behind me. We saw some of those already in the videos. This is actually on the way to a area called Barker's Dam, and it takes about an hour to go from your car all the way on what we would call a trail, T-R-A-I-L. A trail is a path that you go along, often in a park. Well, we walked along this trail, and this is one of the things that we saw there. Here's another photo of me standing in front of these amazing rock formations. It's fascinating to realize that there were Native Americans, or what you might call Aboriginal people, living in this desert area, in the Mojave Desert, since about 8,000 BC. So that's about 10,000 years. And some of those Native American peoples are still living in the area around this park. Here you can see yet another mountain formation or rock formation that was on our walk to the Barker's Dam area within the park. Finally, here is me standing in front of another Joshua tree. You can see just how large these trees are. It was a little bit cold when we went to visit Joshua Tree. That's why you see me with my Minnesota sweatshirt. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our little tour of Joshua Tree National Park. If you're ever in the Los Angeles area and have an extra day, it's definitely worth seeing and viewing. From beautiful Joshua Tree National Park, I'm Jeff McQuillan. Thanks for listening.